Hey everyone, welcome to this week's episode. Before I get started, I just wanted to let you guys know that me and Katie in a couple weeks are going to do a Q&A video, question and answer, ask me anything type video. So if you have questions for us, anything that you want to know, those deep burning questions that you want answers to, leave a comment down below. I'll also have a community tab, for comments there. Otherwise, if you are on Instagram, we will be posting things on there as well. Over the next couple weeks, put your questions in and hopefully we'll have that video out soon. So let's get into this one. So if you guys have been following along the last couple months, you know we have to hike into our property about a little over a half mile, and we use a sled to get everything in. Probably over a decade ago, I built this sled basically copying Ski Pulk, a company from Minnesota's design, and I finally upgraded to a second sled for the house, to a Ski Pulk sled. And so they have fiberglass poles, a bunch of straps for strapping things down into the sled. Usually they are used for expedition camping, getting out in the backcountry, stuff like that. We've used this sled as it's a little bit heavier duty than this one for you name it, hauling firewood, which we'll still probably be doing and all that. One of the things that I want to do, because it is difficult, we have a couple straps putting over the top, but they fall off regularly. I want to basically copy this design even more. I bought more new poles to be able to put on this sled. I also have my drill, bought some webbing, different things. So I'm going to kind of copy what they did here onto this sled, and hopefully have two Pulk sleds that both me and Katie can hike in with. We're gonna have to move this inside because it is way too cold out. All right, so I went ahead and spaced out each line or each hole that I'm going to have evenly. I did it 8 inches from the back, another 8 inches away, all the way across. I'm going to go ahead and use a 3/8 inch paddle bit to drill holes. So I went ahead and went on Amazon and bought some purple webbing. Katie and I, through our whole relationship, purple and teal are kind of our colors. So we went ahead and got a purple webbing for the going across all of our gear and stuff. Right, Sig? Also found some little buckles on Amazon to be able to utilize for the strap. The design, though, outside had about those 3/8 inch holes, and then just folded the webbing through and utilized 2 separate holes for one basically side of webbing that connected then across. So I'm going to kind of just copy that design. The rails are pretty much perfect for the webbing to run in between them, and then you could fold it, have it come through that hole, and then be able to go across. Looking over the brackets for the new poles, that Ski Pulk, the ones that we bought from them, they're quite a bit smaller than the ones that I had made for my original setup with those steel poles. But they have these It's basically like a washer to go underneath on the rail of the sled. And it is too big. It's an inch. The sled that I have is closer to 7/8, maybe a little bit less. So I'm going to have to source some aluminum flat bar to make a new bracket that is 3/4 of an inch. So that'll be something that I'm going to do here in the future. It's definitely not going to work out with these today. So I'm just going to keep using those metal poles for now. But now let's go outside and cut the webbing to size. I'm probably going to do 24-inch sections that can go across, and then add an 8-inch section in between. So what would that be? 56 inches. I will cut these down, and then I'm going to have to melt the ends because, as you might know, webbing will fray. So I'm going to cut it and then take a lighter right to the edge of it and melt it down so that we don't have any of that fraying issue. You want it close, but not too close, as you will burn the webbing and it'll be kind of ugly. But if you get it close, you can kind of see that it melts down. And you're just trying to get any of those frays. What is that?
What's on your head?
So I've talked about fans that we have to blow air around and try to get the heat upstairs, as we have kind of an issue with that. One thing I just found on Amazon was this flue magnet style fan by Life. You know, it takes no power whatsoever, which is nice because we have battery operated fans and you need to charge them on a regular basis and top up your battery power, all that. But this fan just runs off the heat of the flue. So I'm hoping to aim it at this wall to kind of allow convection to hopefully do its job to the other fan that we have upstairs. And hopefully that'll work nice. So let's get this thing open and check it out. All right. Simple little design. Has 6 blades on it and 3 magnets to hopefully be able to magnet right to our flue. So So I just wanted to make sure to find where the optimal placement is. And the owner's manual says 20 centimeters above the stovetop, which is about 8 inches, a little shy of 8 inches. And just having it sitting in front of the fire, it's already spitting. So that's cool. All right, so 8 inches is down in this area. Should be good. Already rolling. And this High to Life brand, it's super cool. They have the flue style mount, they have the stovetop mount, and so I'll have links to all those in the description below. It's super awesome that they don't use any electricity, so you know, you're just using the heat from your stove and being able to push air. Normally for like a stovetop fan, you're pushing air across the top and spreading that heat out all the way across your you know, open area, living room, whatever it be, because usually you have your wood stove up against a wall, and that's you know, the best way of making sure to have the heat kind of go throughout the whole room. In my situation, I have a stovetop mounted fan to blow at our firewood to kind of dry it off, because there are pieces of firewood that do get wet outside or have been wet from the past when we had rain when we first got the wood delivered. And it's a nice way to kind of put hot air on that and kind of blow up, because we do have, you know, 2 vents in the floor up above the front of the stove. And then this fan, hopefully we'll have that convection kind of hit the wall and go upwards because heat rises, and hit the fan pushing air up into the living area. So I'm very hopeful that this is going to do the trick to kind of give us those convection flows and get more air upstairs. But as I said, I will have links in the description below for the flue mounted fan, as well as the fan that they offer for stovetop. They do also have a fan that works for Mr. Buddy heaters, if you have one of those. So a product that might work well for you there.
I am starting to finally unpack all of our kitchen boxes, because now we have pantry shelves and we can get organized. Hopefully. That's the plan. The sun has already gone down, so we have lots of accessory lighting in here right now, and I might even put my headlamp on because it's dark in some corners, but we'll see how this goes. Where to start? Start with the counter. So the hardest part for me is figuring out where I want things to go and knowing what I have. So I'm going to open boxes, and I'm probably going to empty shelves and then go from there. Lights it right up. How dark is it over here now?
Since it's been a straight week of negative temperatures, we've been rolling through our firewood. And while Katie does some unpacking of things in the kitchen inside, I'm going to load up our fire rack because we hit absolutely nothing this afternoon. This stack is definitely getting a little low.
Now we've been using some dishes that we're probably gonna put back in the van. So after we get stuff unpacked, we're also gonna repack. Oh, look at these Pendleton mugs. Oh, they're so cute. What we need is a riser so we can have 2 layers. 2 layers of mugs. Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Do you want to bring me up a couple more bins?
I'll be done after this if you don't mind just waiting a minute.
No, that's okay. Okay, so my goal for us is to be an ingredient family, which sounds ridiculous, but means you have all the ingredients and you can make stuff whenever. So we have so many jars that I've had for a very long time and we utilize in the pantry. Like I got some of these blue ones from my grandma. And we're going to utilize them in our pantry situation. We have a lot that are already being utilized. And then here's currently the pantry situation. It's freaking insanity right now. I'm hopeful it will look better when I'm done with it. Now, the risk is this falls back there and cracks and breaks. We're remedying the fact that the shelves are open because I'm worried my glass jars are gonna just push right off and then shatter everywhere. So Matt's gonna go get the old shelves and we're gonna make a little lip on the back so nothing can fall off. But that means I have to take out, we're gonna take off and then put it back. Whoa.
Can you grab?
I could grab something.
Find out which one is the biggest one because that's for that bottom shelf.
The widest one or the?
Yeah, the widest.
Looks like this is the widest one.
Iterations, evolution, all the wonderful things.
Okay, it took us a million hours last night, but we finally finished organizing the pantry. It looks busy because it is. There's lots of stuff that we're fitting into this small, tiny space. But I'll kind of walk you through it. Down the bottom, we have dog food, recycling. On this level, we have coffee, the start of baking supplies, some miscellaneous kitchen utensils, and snacks. We have all of our pantry supplies, so some dog treats they call trail mix. They just mix everything together. Pantry, dry items, rices and chickpeas and all that sort of fun stuff. You can see that. Pantry things, onions, potatoes. Look at their grown little things. and continuation of our baking supplies. We have pasta, and some sauces, all oils and hot sauces and stuff. Canned goods here and here. And other miscellaneous pantry things up here. Extra jars up there. Extra toilet paper and paper towels. Just, you know, everything. Somehow it all fits in there for now. Spices. Lots of stuff on the counter still. Whatever. Look at this sourdough starter. She's growing. She's alive. And there you have it. I think our kitchen is unpacked now. So that's great. Don't forget to leave your questions below. We're going to do a Q&A in a couple of weeks, and we want to answer your questions.
And make sure if you're looking for a stove fan, check out the Hide a Life on Amazon. I have links in the description down below. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell to be notified as we post new content. We will have lots more coming your way. We will see you next week. Have a good one.